Good afternoon, guys. Okay, I'm very excited to show this chainsaw today. It's a real, well, it's a historical saw in so many ways. This is the Husqvarna 266 XP professional saw, and so I thought I wanted to show it because I have a dealer friend in London who has been trying to buy it, so I'm unsure because I've been looking at buying another very old English vintage chainsaw, and so this is towards the tail end of my late 1980s saws. So I thought I'd show a walk around just to show you guys just how amazing some of the older collectible Husqvarna saws are. And okay, so 266 XP made from 1981 to 1990, and this one's particularly nice because this is a 300-year anniversary edition saw. So Husqvarna started in 1689, so this is a 1989 commemorative saw, marking their 300 years because they had a weapons factory. Back in 1689, incredibly. And so this ran alongside the 266 SE/SG, which is they're very similar saws, nearly identical, both 50mm piston, 34mm stroke, and although on paper this revs slightly harder under load and can take a guide bar. They state these up to 32-inch. I think the SE, which I have, I think the largest bar they state for that one is 24 or 26 inches. Never cut with her. She's in absolutely pristine condition, so I'll do a walk around with the camera in a minute. And I've done a couple of other things to her which I wanted her to just be just an item which, when it was on and is on display in my workshop, is just you just want it to be representative of the best that you could have for that day. So the saw is completely unmarked and undamaged all the way around. Original serial number plates and badges in place. No breaks anywhere. Original exhaust and original felling spike. All the screws are original. And I wasn't a huge fan of the Oregon bars, and so I sourced a while ago. I sourced an original Sandvik bar, which Swedish, just like the Husqvarna. And Sandvik are, again, it's an amazing historical read. If you read about the forming of that company, which was by I should remember his name. I have enough of his bits of information. Okay, so it's Goran Goransson. Mixing up his middle name, which is Frederick, with Fredrickson Engineering later. So, and he started his steel company in Sweden in 1862, and they had an incredible process which they introduced, I think, was that in 1869, which is what they call the Bessemer process for manufacturing steel products and for taking pig iron and getting the impurities out of it. And it's a very, very clever process. And so they'd have the molten pig iron, they'd blow air through it, and the air would oxidize and burn off all the impurities, and of course the air going through the molten metal actually kept the temperature really, really hot and kept the metal molten. So very, very clever guy. And then, you know, 100 and something years later, they used the Sandvik name. And so, yeah, so anyway, I wanted to have the Swedish guide bar for her correctly, and I wanted to have another fantastic company was Colton Chains. And I don't know how many people realize it, but when they started the Oregon company in Canada, and of course, you know, famously Joseph Buford Cox inventing his Cox chipper chain. There's another engineer there called Ray Carlton, and Ray Carlton worked at Oregon, and then he had his own design on tempering steel and the angles, and his own particular take on the way the chains should be made, and he started his own company, Carlton Chains, back in 63. So this one's running one of the original Carlton chains, never cut with her. Okay, so that's just a little bit about the history about my 266 300-year anniversary saw. And it's interesting, so the 266 SESG, so the heated grip version, starting in the same year. This one had a more of a professional take on it, but when these were phased out in 1990, and then a precursor to this, they overlapped with the 268. I don't know if people realise, but the 268 and the 266, again, they're exactly the same displacement. They're both 67 cc's, and they both run a 54mm piston and 50mm piston and a 34mm stroke. But strangely, and I have the 268, the 266 pulls a bigger bar than the 268, or the ones I have. And they changed some carburetors. They went to a 234. This is running, I think, a 224C Tillotson. It's just an incredibly strong engine. Anyway, let me show you what she runs like. They're just beautifully made saws. Oh, and one other thing I changed as well. I didn't think everything they did on the 266, I didn't think was an improvement. So when they went to the XP, so I'm a huge fan of the all metal handle chain brakes. So I've sympathetically changed over the handle to a 266 SE all metal brake, just because I love the way they look and I love the feel of them, and I don't like the plastic version. Let's start this baby up. Ooh, straight away. Hey guys, she's just an amazing running engine, and strangely, the metal actuated version of the brake, if any of you check the plastic versions, they just have more play in. The metal one is just so much more positive, or on the ones I have anyway. Well, I'll do a little walk around with the camera, and then I'm going to show the strip down of the internals, because she's just a work of art, and it's so hard to find a nice 266, never mind a 266 300-year anniversary, which has just barely been ever used for cutting wood. Let's get the camera and do a little walk around. So all original screws, no damage to the handles, a gorgeous little 300-year anniversary sticker, serial number plates. I love the Sandvik bar finish, and I tend to burnish the steel finish on the bars because I just love the way it looks. Front of the engine again, no, just in gorgeous condition. Spin her around. The all metal chain brake, which I just particularly love. I do. Way back round. Okay guys, I'm going to remove a couple of covers and just show what she looks like underneath. Back in a minute. Hi guys. Okay, I'm just excited to show this saw. Only a handful of people have seen her. So original exhaust in spectacular condition. Original felling spike. All the original screws and bolts. Exhaust bracket. There's this gorgeous Sandvik rolling nose bar. The chain brake housing had a refurbished brake assembly with the new spring and new strap, obviously oiling well, little rubber catcher at the back present, and the top cover pristine condition. So again, like I say, I've never cut with the saw, and she's just been pride of place hanging up next to one of my 285s and 2100s. Gorgeous original air filter, pull start housing, no brakes obviously, and just in pristine condition. Had a new pull cord, but just perfect. And then the gorgeous saw, the engine, and she is just pristine. Original coils, all original wiring, caps. See, they had adjustable oilers, which are located in there. The engine is again in spectacular condition all the way around, no fin damage obviously, and I don't know if people can see the piston from this angle, but gorgeous clean piston as well. And the paint, well, spectacular. Hey guys, so that's my Husqvarna 266 XP Professional 300-year anniversary saw. So she may go up on eBay for sale as a collector's item if I get the go ahead on this other vintage British saw that I've been after for about the last 6 months, and then I would use the money for this to help pay for that one. But okay, I'd love to hear any comments as well, particularly about the history. I'm fascinated by the history of these companies and the people that all knew each other, and then when you read their history, you end up seeing that they actually worked together in the same companies, then they offshoot off and then start their own companies. So, and I guess again on that note, I think the new company which owns, let's put this back up here. Hey guys, so I think the company which mine's going a blank, got my names mixed up with Fredrickson Engineering later. Okay, I think the company is Blanked. So I think Blanked Manufacturing bought Oregon. I'm not sure when they bought Oregon. 2000-ish, I think, and then they ended up buying Blanked, then bought Carlton Chains 7 or 8 years later, and so Oregon and Ray Carlton, working at the Oregon factory, started life together, and then come 60 years later the same company has bought both of them, and then figuratively they're back together again. So I love the history of some of those saws. Okay, so there she is. That's the 266 300-year anniversary XP Professional. Hope you like the videos, guys, and I'm not going to cut with her just because she's just a collector's item really, but I will bring out one of my other 266s and show how they cut. Not quite in this condition though. Hope you're staying safe out there. More videos to come. Bye for now.